We were looking for the bones, you see.
The coffin maker told us these were the bones we were looking for. So I willfully opened the boxes to find said bones, and our cleric friend over here picked them up. Then there was those fuckers that I still want to kill.
It would seem that we were one step ahead of you either way, because we were here before you, doing you a favour.
And I didn't see you hit anything once.
It's a good job I was one step behind you, because if I wasn't, you'd be 6 feet under me.
Technically, you only hit anything twice. I would know I was in a rage with them and now with you.
Yes. So you work for this.
I found my notes. Boom.
You work for this town master, don't you? The one we heard about.
No, of course I don't. As you mentioned, the town, the Burgermeister, the guards sort of snap to themselves. They're sort of a bit dazed as to what's happened, and one of them starts barking orders at the other. Cedric, go and rouse the Burgermeister quickly.
Guys, vampire spawn are running out the town right now. I think you should go get them.
They are already on their way out.
All right.
They went out the wall.
Right. So you don't, Victoria, you don't work for this Burgermeister then?
No, of course I don't. I'm a carnival master of many talents.
All right. Okay. We were supposed to know this, were we?
Oh, of course. Everybody's heard of Victavio's Marvels and Wonders.
Right.
Obviously not.
I'll roll a history check.
You're clearly not as famous as you thought, my friend.
Don't have a clue who you are.
No accounting for taste in these parts, is there?
Why were you with the town guards then?
Technically, we're not from these parts.
I wasn't. They followed me.
Oh, so you were on your way to this house, were you? Or what's your business here?
My assistant warned me that you were on your way in here, and he heard what the promotion was. He came and fetched me.
Oh, right. Who's your assistant?
D, his name.
D?
Yes, D. As in D, the letter D.
Who the hell is D, and how did he know that we were coming in here?
I told him to follow you, of course.
Oh, so you're dumb and he's dumber.
He sort of slaps you with his leather glove.
So what's your interest in us then?
Well, clearly you're not from these parts.
No.
In case you haven't noticed, neither am I.
Oh, okay, so you're looking for a way back home as well then, are you?
Absolutely.
Oh, right. Well, we share something in common then. Hmm. And what is it you think we can do to help you get home?
I mean, I could smash him into smithereens. That could get him home.
The only way anybody leaves this area is to kill Strahd.
I see. Most people, when we talk about killing Strahd, they get quite upset and run away. You seem quite open about it.
Do I look like I enjoy being here?
Where are you from then?
Well, I'm far away.
That's explanatory.
Yeah, that's. And so clearly there's a lot in it for you.
His character sheet's on a completely different page in a different section of the book.
Right. Classic Wizards of the Coast setup.
Yeah, all of the things that you need are at the back of the book.
Yeah. So clearly there's a lot at stake for you, but what's in it for us? Why would we want to help you?
Because I can help you.
And how do you
you've been to Madam Eva?
We have.
Then perhaps I can help you.
I see.
Would you remember Madam Eva? Old lady, looks a bit like a witch.
No, can't recall that.
She's a beautiful young lady.
I was probably drunk, but there we go. Was there alcohol there?
Hold on a minute.
Wow, I've not heard like a monophonic ringtone in years.
Right. Probably, yeah.
Hello? Yeah, I'm in a vampire's house.
Right.
What's that? Trigger Happy TV.
Right, I'll see you in a minute. Bye.
Oh.
Give me a sec.
Did you guys see the advert about where the guy plays Skyrim on Alexa?
Yeah.
It's actually a real thing. It's not just a joke.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I got it on my phone today.
I watched E3 during welding and grinding today, so
It's really, really good.
Right, I'm back. Sorry, no, the wife's decided to leave me alone. I sent it to Tesco for one thing, and that's instigated 3 phone calls, 2 of which are my mobile, which we're using for getting the little one to sleep.
Oh. At least she's clever enough not to come home having gotten it wrong.
Yeah, but she's going to come on with like 3 bags worth of stuff.
Yeah.
3 vans. She's a woman.
All I
3
said to
bags of
her,
stuff, which doesn't include the things she went for in the first place.
all she's gone for is to get a few things for a packed lunch for the eldest because he's got a school trip on Wednesday.
Ah.
I've already sent her a list of things to get.
And she's bought the rest of the Tesco.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Right, anyway. I can't find
You
where
never know,
it's
she might be nice and like bring you some little treat back.
Yeah, I doubt that somehow.
A screwdriver and a shelf to put up, probably.
Oh, I've got to do one. I can't be asked.
So, you seem to know that we've gone to see Madame Eva.
All outsiders go to Madame Eva.
In actual fact, perhaps a good way of you proving our trust would be to help us find some of the things we're looking for.
Well, it seems as well we have a mutual beneficial agreement.
We do. What are you looking for in return? Allies to help get rid of Strahd, I presume.
Quite probably.
Right. Well, where do we find our first item?
We've read pipe up like, so Octavio, these are what we know, and he'd tell him about the cards that Madam.
He'd shush you. And, not here. Come with me to the Blue Water Inn. I have a room there. We'll discuss it more in private.
So be it, young man.
Did anyone check the room downstairs? Not the way we came in. The other one.
What, the one that's blacked out?
Yeah.
It's doubtful.
I mean, while we're having this chat with Octavio, you could assume that I would go down there.
No, we're not allowed.
There you go.
Had to have a nosy around.
It's another house without a toilet. I don't think anyone in Bavaria or wherever the bloody hell it's called has a bathroom.
They might have outhouses in the town.
They are.
I was going to say, houses.
Don't you get them out?
Yeah, Ollie, shove that up you.
You know that's poor planning.
Shut that up, you bend.
Yeah.
They weren't invented in this scene, apparently.
You're going to be the one emptying the outhouse.
Ooh,
God, I'm going to throw a teacup at you if you carry on.
Maybe that.
Don't do that. I'll retreat back into my shell.
Maybe that's why everyone wants to escape Barovia.
That is the most useless action ever.
It
Barovia.
did more damage than you did.
True. Very true.
We completed the whole of the Sunless Citadel without finding a single lavatory.
That's true. You need to also run the next Yawning Port one as well when you get a chance. So many things to do.
So many things.
So
Right.
fine.
So we're off to
Area
Blue
B.
Ward.
Yes.
Area B, junk room.
I'm guessing we're all in the same room by now.
Yes.
I'm downstairs.
Yeah, she's downstairs.
I'm guessing we've all gone downstairs at this point.
Actually, where are you? Because you're not on the tokens.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm technically here. But
Oh, there you are. Okay.
there you go.
Oh, yeah, you went down to check the room, didn't you? Okay.
I'm guessing we're downstairs. I mean,
Yeah.
why would we
Go
say
down
it?
to the coffin room.
I would ask Weaver what he knows about the bones he currently has picked up.
Tell us about your bone, Weaver.
Absolutely. Fuck all, because they're not the right persons.
You don't know that yet.
Then I would investigate to see if they're the ones that Jeska told Milovic about.
Holy moly.
Can I do an investigation? Or was it with religion, or what would it be?
Well, you're looking for a saint's bones, aren't you?
Yeah, it would be.
Religion?
Take your pick of either history, perception, or no, sorry, history or insight. No, perception. Sorry, history or perception.
Perception. We'll do that one. Is everyone just on a black screen, or is that just me?
I'm a
No.
black screen.
We're all on that screen.
Hold on.
Got a broken PlayStation.
Freaking pain in the arse. That fixed it.
Yeah, so we can see.
You can see it, yeah?
Guessing we're at the bottom floor.
There you go.
What's going on here?
You're all down the bottom.
That is
Just
a
blue-
fucking big horse.
Just the blue water in?
Yeah.
Ah, right.
That technically, Stephen, is the size of a horse.
Holy.
Oh yeah,
it
it's
is.
only 10 foot actually, but
Fuck, apparently that's big.
I think it's just because it's a picture of its head. It looks wrong. It's not as bad as that squashed cow we saw in the game the other day.
To be fair, it'd be funny if the horse's head was that big and it's got a tiny 3-foot body.
Where's Rick Tavio?
On the other map. I'll drag him across in a minute.
Where's Rick Toffin?
There's a bloody big horse, really. Or it's a very small barn.
Is that the outhouse that someone just pinged?
Well, I don't know, but looking at it, it's very small.
I've
Right.
now made it my quest to find an outhouse just for Lenka.
You won't find one, I'm telling you. I wouldn't mind betting the new module, the Undermountain, all 26 levels of it, probably hasn't got a shit house either.
No, it hasn't. It's all those. You kind of dig a hole.
Right, Octavio encourages you to come inside. Now is not the time to be waving bones around. Are you drawing on my map?
It's an outhouse.
Yeah, Weaver, stop waving your bone around. Get inside.
It's an outhouse for you.
Oh, that's very good.
There you go.
Did you notice everything else is a top-down view?
You know what? You can't please some people.
You can throw some flames on it. It might be happy then.
Thanks for trying, though. Right, I'm going to rush in then. Is this the bartender?
Ale. We need ale.
No, that's the. Hold on a sec. You should kick all over. Give me 2 seconds.
Octavio, a 6-glass stein, please. There's a good chap.
Hello.
What is that?
You just chill out, will you? This is difficult.
Yeah, what is that?
Hang on. That went wrong. You just carry on. Fuck it out. This isn't working.
Oh dear. I can't even get into my things, so I can't even add an outhouse from my library.
There. That's all you're having.
Oh, you did a good job with your crayons there. Well done, Stephen.
Thank you.
Get your star.
Anyway,
There you go. You happy now?
Yes!
Oh,
You saint of a man. You are a scholar and a gent.
it's not very private. I'm a lady, you know.
Cross your legs then.
I can't fit inside there.
Well, that's a shame.
Also, there's no roof on it.
Use the well. You're a turtle.
I'm just going to go in my shell.
Ew.
Well, technically, that is your home.
Well, yeah, I've got a toilet in here. You look, do one.
Bloody pikey.
Right, have you all run inside the inn?
Yeah, we're waiting for some beer. We've ordered a stein and no one's turned up.
Oh, unfortunately, for some stupid reason, you can't increase the size of the pop outs. If you pop out the info tabs,
Oh yeah.
if you increase the size of them, it increases the size of Roll20 as well. That's really, really fucking annoying.
Where am I? There I am. I would just turn to Rick Tyre and go, lead the way, sir.
We're already in. We're interrogating whoever this is behind the bar.
I'm chilling with the old man. My legs can't move as fast as your lots.
Well, technically, I'm the slowest one here, so.
Why
No,
would you-
no, both dwarfs are the slowest. To the next level.
Also, did you get my message earlier, Craig?
Yes, I did.
Cool.
Right, as you approach the building, grey smoke issues from the chimney of a large two-storey wooden building with stone foundations and a sagging tar roof, upon which several ravens have perched. There's a painted wooden sign hanging above the main entrance depicting a blue waterfall.
Oh,
I will warn Lenka not to burn this building down.
Yes, that would be good.
I'm interested to find out about the Blue Waterfall. What is this pub called, the Blue Waterfall? Where is that then? Is that somewhere in Barovia?
It's the Blue Water Inn, just the name.
Don't be like that.
Come on, improvise.
There is blue water.
If you remember, as you walked from the village of Barovia to the town of Alakai, there is a falls on the river between the two called the Zare Falls, which the Vistani told you the story of the Mad Mage.
Yep.
That is what the building is named after.
See, you can do
That
it.
was perfect. That was better than my shit that I've put in the toilet over there.
Oh, I like that. Well done.
You draw a shit in the toilet.
I may have done.
And this is why we can't have nice things. Right, I'm trying to find the name of the woman, but in the meantime, as you were, Dendra, I think it is.
That was almost there.
Yeah,
Dendra. Shall I write this down?
Denica, that was it. Danica.
Oh, for God's sake.
It began with a D. Okay.
Denica. Sounds like a hair removal treatment.
As you walk into the tap room of the inn,
Looks like you've crossed with her before, Ollie.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It'll be finished. Anybody else? Go and sit in the corner. Don't make me.
Stephen's already in the corner.
I'm sorry, but you can't put me in the corner because, baby, I got told that I'm not allowed to go in the corner by Patrick Swayze.
What?
That could have been great, but you messed up execution there.
Yeah.
I was hoping that no one would notice.
Yes.
This is the internet. Everybody notices.
Oh, we live again?
You've been live since the beginning.
Oh, crap.
Hello, Ron.
Yeah.
Hello.
You're always live.
Well, I'm going home.
It's lucky for you. I don't list anything.
I would turn my camera on, but I'm wearing a skin suit.
Well, you've got to do it now.
Oh, dear.
That's turn up in your gimp suit.
No, not a gimp suit, a skin suit.
That's what you said.
Yeah, gimp suits are for the weekend.
Oh, okay.
They use too much talc otherwise.
That's a visual I really didn't want.
All I've got is that Ned Flanders bit where he's like, feels like I'm wearing nothing at all.
Oh, nothing. It's very warm in the south.
It's roasting up here.
Hey, mate, I think I'm the most south than all of us, though. You can't get much south than me.
Where are you? The sea?
Yeah.
Are you from Cornwall? Because that explains a lot.
Nope. Even further south than that.
Can you get further south than that?
So where are you then?
Isle of Wight.
Oh, you're in the Isle of Wight, are you?
Mm.
Did they get into this?
So we're so far south that we often get asked if we need a passport to get here.
Yes. I can imagine.
Well, technically, you're not actually part of the UK.
They're in English territorial waters.
Yeah, true. But they're not actually part.
And in fairness, for some of the British Isles, you do actually need a passport.
What?
Do you? When? To go where?
Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey's one. There's
Guernsey.
There's one up in Scotland as well. You need a passport to travel to.
What?
You don't.
I'm sure you do.
No, you don't. You don't even need a passport to travel to the common travel area, which is Ireland.
Ireland's part in the British territorial waters.
Southern Ireland isn't. It's a different country. But you don't need a passport to get there. Because it's in the common travel area, along with Jersey and Guernsey and everything else. Anyway.
Let's go back to a place where people have actually heard before. Barovia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, on the mix. I've lost the map now. Thanks for that. Damp cloaks hang on pegs in the entrance portico. The tavern is packed with tables and chairs, with narrow paths meandering between them. A bar stretches along one wall, under a balcony that can be reached by a wooden staircase that hangs in the north wall. Another balcony overhangs the entrance to the east. All the windows are fitted with thick shutters and crossbars. Lanterns hanging above the bar, resting on the tables, bathe the room in a dull orange light that casts shadows upon the walls, most of which are adorned with wolf heads mounted on wooden plaques. It's fairly late at night, so there's not many people in the tavern. There are two sort of middle-aged, rough and ready type people dressed in thick furs over on the far table.
Is that the one in the little back room over there?
That would be...
Those ones?
No, they're here. They just not put them on the right layer.
All right.
So it doesn't automatically put them on the right layer.
Yes.
I just briefly saw them and assumed they were on the right layer. My bad.
This one looks dwarven.
He looks like the chap out of The Hobbit, doesn't
Yeah. Is he dwarven? Because I'd like to go say hi.
I'm just checking I've actually put the right one. Yeah.
It's interesting that a pub's got no toilets.
Here we go again. Where are they?
Do you think the reason why Ollie is so obsessed with toilets is because he's so full of shit?
It's because I'm a lady.
Whoa.
Let's not go that far.
That went dark fast.
But lots of girls like to make sure there's somewhere they can go and powder their nose, don't they?
Stables.
Preferably in pairs, or
There's only one of you. Who are you going with?
Well, I don't know.
Isn't Ina playing a woman?
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. You two can
Blubber dwarven women. We can hardly count.
And no, they're human, by the way.
This might be a woman. We don't know.
No, it's definitely a bloke.
Yep, it's human.
Slozdovich.
Yeah, something like that.
I think he's been drinking a bit too much.
Slobodovich.
There you go.
Kills.
At the bar.
Oh, hunters.
No, they're off at the side. At the bar is a lady called Danica Martikov. As you walk through, Victavio shouts,
Our fellows.
Danica, would you be so kind as to send some food and beverages up to my room, please?
Hold on a minute, Victorio. Are you implying that we follow you to your room?
No, I simply thought you'd just stay here and waggle your bones around.
Can I trust this Rictavio? Now I'm out of rage, I'm probably more clear-minded.
He's done nothing to indicate that you can't trust him.
He wants us to go to a room.
He's quite an abrupt chap, isn't he?
His room?
He's a pompous prick, in my opinion, but...
On the plus side, he hasn't tried to roofie us.
I suppose if he's going to tell us something secret, then it's probably best kept.
I did try talking to him, and he wanted it sort of keeping hush-hush until we're somewhere a bit more private.
Yeah.
How can we trust that your room is so private, Rictavio?
Because I'm clever like that.
Well,
You're full of shit, but there we go.
I suppose there's 4 of us and 1 of you, but just as long as you know that we don't suffer fools gladly.
Good, that makes 2 of us.
Right.
I'll be willing to smash a skull in, so there's always that.
Ever the diplomat.
Yeah.
I am diplomatic. It just means I'm the judge and I have the hammer.
All right. Rictavio makes his way towards the stairs and heads up to the 2nd floor, walks along the balcony and into his private little room.
Oh, this is going to be snug.
Is it an ensuite?
I'm going to squeeze in there.
There's
a window where you can empty the bedchamber.
I'm going to perch my weary fat ass on his bed.
I'm going to squeeze in the corner because I am so huge for a dwarf.
Well, I'm going to start drinking.
The small guest room contains a bed heaped with wolf furs. There's a footlocker, a tall wardrobe, and a writing desk with matching chair. An oil lamp rests atop the desk near a journal bound in red leather jacket.
Have we got an upstairs view somewhere, or?
Did I learn if these are the right bones when I did that check earlier?
You never got to check. Rictavio tried to ush you along. If you
I did the check on the bones, and then I asked him about the cards, and he ushered me to shut up.
Oh, yes. You did. You rolled 13, didn't you?
Yes.
On the bones you're carrying, the best you could discern is that they are old bones, but perhaps not quite old enough to be a saint.
Okay.
It's difficult to discern. You don't get any particular religious vibes from them.
Cool.
Always makes me suit out of them.
Is Ina like emanating religious vibes then?
Also, no.
Right, Rictavio, this room isn't even big enough for us all to get in, so whatever it is you need to say, start talking.
Well, I trust you've seen Madame Eva. She's done her little card waving. She's what you could say has the gift of sight.
I have the gift of sight.
Yeah.
And why do you keep missing?
I have the gift of indigestion.
Shut up.
Nice, well thought out retort there.
I would say shots fired, but they'd still miss.
Hey.
Shut up!
I'm going to stay in my corner.
I'm going to tell my mummy on you when I eventually get over you. Right.
Anyway, Weaver's going to respond with a yes and explain the 5 cards that they got off the lady. See what he makes of them.
He is going to... There it is. Load up his OneNote document, which has the tarot card readings in it.
Ah.
We've got them as a handout somewhere.
Yeah, you have, but I've got the meanings.
Oh.
You'd have thought this particular inn might have had Wi-Fi.
It hasn't even got a toilet. I think Wi-Fi is a little bit beyond them.
God damn it.
Yeah, I didn't see a sign outside that says free Wi-Fi.
I think they have Bluetooth toilets in Japan.
Does that work? You just piss on your phone and it's gone?
I'm not sure. It was on the one show, and then it moved on to something else before I was able to fully appreciate what I just heard.
Before you could grasp straws at what was going on.
Slightly concerned, but okay. Rictavio explains to you that in order for anybody to escape Barovia, well, I say anybody, the fool souls that are already here are stuck here. But people like you and me, there is a chance. But to do so, you need 3 specific artifacts.
Right.
The first is the Tome of Strahd.
Toe of Strahd?
Tome. Book.
Oh, right.
Idiot.
What is it? The toe?
Does it matter which toe? Because I quite have a fondness for pinkies.
He sort of puts his glasses on the end of his nose and just looks at you.
Tome of Strahd.
Well, Rictavio, what more can you tell us of this tome? And Weaver looks a bit like at the others, like, shut up.
What was the first book? What was the first card that she read to you?
It was the Torturer.
And what exactly did she say?
She told us this card tells of history and knowledge of the ancient to help us understand, which we take as meaning Strahd, where he tells us there's a town with things not going as they should, with a house of corruption, and inside filled with ghosts.
Oh.
Well, where all is not well sounds a lot like the buffoon who runs this place, constantly bleating about how all will be well. Perhaps you should try looking at the Burgermeister's mansion.
Is that a house of ill repute?
Well, it's not exactly a house of picnics and pansies.
Burgermeister's
There are rumours.
With you saying that, does that relate to this tome you're speaking of, or just like our torture card?
I do not have the site.
No, but he did explain
advice
it.
on what Madam Eva has said.
So, number 1, Burgermeister's house. Go kill the Burgermeister. Yep, that sounds good.
The second artifact would be the holy symbol of Raven.
Say that again, buddy.
Sorry. The second one would be the holy symbol of Ravenkind.
Right. And what, pray tell, is that?
It's a symbol of great power. It predates Strahd. It's, how would you say? The mark of the Weir Ravens.
We're ravens.
I think they left a mark on my cloak on the way here.
You've heard people in Barovia say that ravens are either a good omen or a bad omen.
Yes,
we did have one thing where they came and Strahd fucked off. That was quite a nice thing.
We are in their gratitude already, I think my friend is trying to say.
Yes, well, the Order of the Ravens has long been opposed to Strahd.
With you saying that, we did draw the Raven card, telling us to look towards a mother's tomb.
Perhaps that's Strahd's mother. Possible.
Strahd's.
Which card was that?
The last one.
Where would we find the tomb of Strahd's mother?
Well, that would be in his castle, Castle Ravenloft.
Strahd's mother's tomb.
I presume they would have a crypt up there.
Number 5.
Well, certainly.
And would she be buried in any way that would be other than normal?
Well, she would be considered royalty, so I would assume that she'd have quite a nice coffin.
Right. So she'd most likely be under the castle in the family crypt in a posh coffin.
That would be my guess.
I think we've jumped ahead of ourselves. You mentioned this holy raven
Yeah,
kind.
it's the second card.
Yes.
What does she say?
The second card was the card of the healer.
Well,
Told us to look to the west and find a pool blessed by the light of a white sun. Apparently, it's a powerful force for good and protection and a holy symbol of hope.
It is indeed. The Ravens have always been opposed to Strahd and tyranny. Give me a minute and I will see if it triggers anything.
Ravenkind symbol.
There is possibly a chapel in the village of Kresik. I don't know much of it. I never really went there. It's the only chapel that I know of. I believe it's Saint Markovia is the name.
Saint Markovia.
And what would we find in this chapel? What are we looking for there?
Well, I would hope the symbol of Ravenkind.
A pool of white light, I hope.
I thought the holy symbol of Ravenkind was Strahd's mother's tomb.
No. We mentioned that we put a Raven card.
You jumped out of order, out of context. The mother's tomb is where you'll find Strahd himself. That was the fifth and final card where Strahd would be.
Ah.
The first three were the items that you need. The last two
told us two of those items.
Okay.
Yeah, we're getting to the third one now.
Oh, I see it. Right.
First one, a bit of Burgermeister's Mansion that you need to try and look for.
The Raven symbol is in the chapel. Home of Strahd is in the Burgermeister's house. What's the third thing?
The third artifact would be the Sun's Sword.
Sun Sword.
Yeah, not much is known of this artifact. It's believed that it may have been the weapon of Lathander himself.
Lathander?
I'm calling Debs.
You can't hit nothing.
Do we know where Lathander last had his weapon?
The card mentioned to
not in his trousers.
See a fallen house guarded by a great stone dragon. Look to the highest peak.
Stone dragon, that would be Argynvost. Legend has it that Argynvost.
Argon.
Vost.
So what's the highest peak within view of this Argynvost vault?
It's been a long time since I've been there. But legend has it that it was an Order of the Silver Dragon resided there. And at one point, even the Silver Dragon itself. But these were many, many, many centuries ago.
Interesting.
What was the next card?
The next card was the broken one. We did hear a story of the wizard that's mind got broken from the people traveling with the card reader.
That must be the Mad Mage. I'm sorry, I cannot help you with that one.
Mad Mage.
He wanders around the mountains. He's not all that he once was. Fortunately, he was great once, but his mind is truly broken with his battle with Strahd.
Why would we need the Mad Mage if we got the three symbols and we know where to find him?
The card was told that this mad mage may help us greatly.
Okay.
He is a very, very powerful mage.
But he's mental.
His mind is damaged.
Right.
That's such a Londonist thing to say, but he's mental.
Very in character.
Yeah. Okay. We'll point him in the right direction and retreat behind cover. Right. So what do we do with these three, when we have these three artifacts that you said they would help us return home?
The Tome of Strahd will give you insight into Strahd himself. The holy symbol of Ravenkind will weaken him, and the Sun Sword will kill him once he's been weakened.
Okay. So it sounds like I need the Sun Sword because I'll be the one headbutting Strahd myself.
I think you have to stab him with it, not just headbutt him.
Can I still headbutt?
Well, from what you've said, the Tome of Strahd sounds like the closest to where we are now. Perhaps we should.
Sounds like a logical place to begin as well.
Yeah, perhaps we should hasten to the Burgermeister's house.
Did we not need to speak to the Burgermeister?
Well, didn't he pay the grave digger to rob the bones?
No, that was the coffin maker.
That was Henrik, the coffin dude, I think.
Yeah.
Wasn't it for the Burgermeister, though? I thought the Burgermeister was an
No, the coffin maker told us that he'd done it for Strahd.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Didn't the Burgermeister call for us or something at some point?
Well, all you know about the Burgermeister at the moment is that he keeps organising festivals to try and bolster spirits in the town. He means well, but his festivals are often very drab and dreary affairs. The guards told you on the way in that you've just missed the festival of the Wolf's Head, which was why there was wolf's heads on spikes outside.
Ah.
And in a few days will be the festival of the Burning Sun.
To be completely honest, this Burgermeister sounds like he's more mad than the mad fucking wizard.
I'm sure he means well, but...
Well, Rictavio, as a carnival master, perhaps you're perfectly placed to try and woo the Burgermeister with ideas of how to improve his festival while we try and recover the tome.
I have already tried several times.
I can give some physical persuasion.
I'm sure that will go down very well.
So, do you know whereabouts in the Burgermeister's home this book that we're looking for is?
Well, the cards are not that specific, they just give general locations. And as I wasn't there at the time, your guess is as good as mine.
Do you know what it looks like?
Rictavio?
I would imagine it would look like a book with several pages and possibly some writing in it.
I have a question.
Yes. Is it any more intelligent than the last one?
Yes. Quite.
This will be good.
If you do not have the sight, then how do you know so much about the cards?
Because, child, I've been here for a long time. I know Madame Eva well. I've seen her little parlour tricks with her cards.
So you've met with the Vistani yourself?
Indeed.
So what's going to be your part in all of this, Rictavio? Are you planning to tag along with us, or are you waiting here till we've recovered them, or what?
Yeah. My part will be to remain here for as long as it's safe.
How come?
I am not built for fighting. I am merely an archivalist.
Well, you've rushed into a room full of vampire spawn without too much care for your safety.
I didn't say I was always an archivalist.
Oh, you handled yourself pretty well, so... What do you be hiding?
Give an insight check.
Fucking... I'm not good at this.
I am.
Roll well. No, I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
He's completely telling the truth as far as you can tell.
Yep.
He's not hiding anything.
He's a top bloke, this guy.
Right.
Now, it's late. The sun will be rising soon. You should try and get some sleep.
I need
I'll
a
have
beer
Danica
first.
move some of the food and beverages into your room. As you do that, the innkeeper, the wife of the innkeeper, crosses up the stairs carrying a large tray of stew leftovers and a couple of pictures of what looks like mead of some sort.
Which is our room.
We haven't actually booked any rooms.
Well, I'm sure Rick Tavio, with all of his
yeah,
knowledge,
you've got rooms. I just don't know how to actually get to.
I presume it's up the stairs that are outside.
Yeah, it's stupid design.
Imagine if
Somebody
it's raining.
draw a bridge across there just for there.
I'm the one for this. Wait.
Can Thodek make a slight change to the plans of the building?
Oh, there.
There you go.
Can I remove this wall?
Well, you could, but I think Rick Tavio would be a bit upset.
Yeah, but at least we can give him protection.
He doesn't really need protection.
We've got a bridge. Look. Woo. Oh, I can't even go on top of my own bridge. What the hell?
We're staying over here, are we?
You're going into the common room down here.
I don't know about that.
I want the one closest to the door.
That dwarf smells.
Rick Tavio, why are you helping us so much?
Does this really look like a place you'd like to settle down in and spend time? I've been
So-
stuck here for 2 years already, and I'm very much ready to go home.
How did you get here?
I was camped on my way to Daggerfell. And the weather turned and the mists swarmed around, and the next thing I knew, my entire camp was here.
Your camp? That's interesting. I'm sure the ladies wouldn't mind staying in your room then, if your camp.
Oh, God. Well, I thank you for what you have done for us.
Don't thank me yet.
I won't thank you at all. But you do tell the truth, so I can give you that much.
I always tell the truth.
Andrew hasn't told the truth about anything yet.
Yeah, can I do like a truth check? Trustworthy check.
You can do an insight check.
That's the one, that's what I meant.
Yeah, you can do anything but make sure it's better than Thodek.
It's a little bit better. Slightly.
For goodness sake.
Whoa, I don't go in a bed, I just tuck myself into my shell over here. I'll block the door, no one can get in while I'm like...
No, as far as you're concerned, he is still very much telling the truth.
Okay. I need to figure out what to do with these random people's bones I've got.
Leave them.
I can't just leave them on a cleric.
If they...
I'm still carrying a bag of bones as well. And
In this... which town are we in right now?
Balaka.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
Balaka.
Balaka.
I'm... What time is it? Is it darkness?
It's hard to gauge, but it is dark outside.
I believe in a thing called love.
Alright, if possible, then I'd like to get up as soon as it's daybreak and take these bones to the cemetery where we found Henrik. Not Henrik, but Milovich.
Just into the rhythm of my heart.
I was waiting for that.
Right, so Weaver, as soon as daybreak comes, you're taking your bones to the cemetery.
Yeah, I'm going to get daft old Milovich, who's still shitting himself a bit from them ethereal hands, to give them what's left of them a proper burial.
at daybreak, Thodek would like to do a 3-mile run and then have breakfast.
Okay.
I'm thinking I might have a chat with some of the other.
Exhaustion point.
Yeah, I'd like to have breakfast and see if there's any other people staying in the inn that might look like they're worth.
Well, you ain't got to bed yet.
There is a reason for Thodek wanting to do a run in the morning.
I'm going to wedge my shell sort of under the door handle and settle down for the night.
Okay.
I would like to wait for everyone to go to bed and then get my bones, put them all together in one of the beds, and then go to sleep. So that the first person who wakes up just wakes up to see it.
That's genius.
Oh, I love that idea.
As you do that, you find a little small sack tucked down the bottom of it containing 12 silver pieces and 30 copper.
12 silver pieces and a what?
30 copper.
30 copper.
30 copper.
A dirty copper.
Yeah, there's loads of them in London.
They're everywhere.
This is also true.
All right. You're all settling down, going to sleep. Any of you keeping watch, or are you all just going to sleep?
I've just sort of barred the door. That's about it.
Yeah, I'm just going to sleep.
Thodek will keep watch. Because,
although I will point out that as a drow, I only sleep for 4 hours.
Oh yeah, because of elf. I would like to keep watch because the vampire spawn kind of riled Thodek up.
So I'll offer to take second watch, and then once Thodek goes to sleep, that's when I'll do my bones.
Don't mind me, just casually flicking through.
Them bones, them old bones.
Yeah, I only sleep for 4 hours, so I can probably do a bit of watching if I have to.
Them old bones.
Right. Several hours pass, about 2, maybe 3 hours. Which one of you is staying up?
Thodek.
Okay. At first, you don't really notice anything.
Shocking.
It gets almost, if possible, darker outside. You take a look out the window and you can see that it's been raining quite heavily. But you can't see much further than that past the window, maybe 2 or 3 feet. There's a very, very strong mist.
I've just noticed that my passive perception on the sheet is wrong.
Mist and rain at the same time.
My passive perception should be 13, not 7.
How did you manage to get 7?
I don't know. I'm actually very good at perception. I have a passive of 13.
Hello.
Oh, they take off your IQ, I think. That's the problem.
That's the problem. I'm
At
only.
this point, does anybody want to go and get a break quickly? A 15-minute break. We're going to a roleplay session.
And you're about to get killed by your wife.
I would like a coffee, if possible.
Yeah, go and grab a 15-minute break. I'll sort this out.
Okay. See you in a sec.
Make me a coffee, please.
Yeah,
Back in a
baby.
bit.
Okie
Dim bones, dim bones, dim.
Them dry bones.
Oh. I can't believe we've been playing for like coming up to sort of like an hour and a half, and we've basically walked to the inn. That was not 15 minutes.
Yeah. Shit, it's a lot.
No,
That's the shortest.
no, I'm going to put a shot in the way.
Okay, to your hand.
No. Can you hold Alexa?
Yo. Nobody's there. I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. Quiet all alone.
Don't quit your day job.
No one to comfort me or guide me. Do you know what's happened that's great?
Chinese food.
Chinese food is great, but what's slightly better than that right now is I just went rooting in the cupboard and found several packs of rainbow drops and some yeah, several packs and some unicorn bites, and I'm going to enjoy them all.
Shit, man.
I haven't had rainbow drops for a long time. I didn't know you lived all the way down there.
Yeah.
You're probably like a good few 100 miles from me. Let's have a look. What's it called where you live again? Was it Isle of Man?
Isle of Wight.
Oh, of course it is. Isle of Wight to my Jess. It is 328 miles.
Nice.
It'd only take you 6 hours and 32 minutes to drive here.
Yeah, I know. I've done it before.
There you go.
I did.
How long does it take to get from like end to end of where you are? 'Cause it's not a big island, is it?
No, it's only 26 miles long.
What?
26 miles from end to end.
You could walk around the coast of it in not very long then.
Well, let's put it this way. We have a yearly thing called Walk the White.
Is that literally as it sounds?
Yeah, well, basically, you don't walk literally from one point to the other, but because of all the twists and turns, you walk 26 miles from, like pretty much from one end to near enough the other end, but it's not quite the same.
Bonjour, I was back.
Yeah. Bonjour.
Yeah, it makes when I'm trying to sell stuff really interesting, because where I live on the island is Newport.
Mm-hmm.
So I was saying, like, oh, I'm selling this, and they're like, oh, where are you from? Like Newport. Oh, you're in Wales. Like, no, wrong Newport. I actually had someone. I was selling something, and he was like, oh, that's all right. I mean, I saw that you're on the post that you're from Newport as well. And like, yeah, that's fine. Okay, I'll come and collect it. Like, okay. Are you sure? They're like, yeah, why not? Why? You're up in North Wales. I'm not exactly in South Wales, mate. A little bit further than that.
What the hell? You should have just let him go there.
No, because he was giving me 300 quid.
Oh. Get him to PayPal you the money and then send him to South Wales.
There's quite a few places though that double up on names.
Yeah, there's a Rome on every continent.
Huh.
Apparently.
All roads lead to Rome?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it all roads lead to Ankh-Morpork?
Gosh.
That's an old one, isn't it?
Yeah. I just got made a big bowl of popcorn. I feel rather blessed.
It's not quite as good yet, mate. I just went and rooted in the cupboards and found 3 bags of rainbow drops and a bag of unicorn bites.
What the hell is a unicorn bite?
I've no idea, but I'm going to find out in a minute.
Oh, I've never even heard of that.
It's whatever this is.
I'm out of the loop now. My children are a bit older. Yeah, they don't look well.
They don't look healthy.
No,
Apparently, it's chocolate cream filled mini biscuits.
is that right?
I bet it's that horrible Nutella-y hazelnut chocolate shit though.
Oh, I quite like the continental chocolate. It's much nicer.
Let's see. It literally looks like what are them crisp things called? You used to get them in like fish shapes. It's like a puffed biscuit thing.
Scampi, scampi bites or something. Scampi.
Something like that. Yeah. Oh, they're actually nice. Oh.
Well, they look like they're marketed towards kiddies, so they probably are.
My daughter, she's going to wake up and have none left.
You need to leave the packet on her bed.
Yes. Well, I'll just put it where the dog sleeps.
Very good. Well, there we go.
I was going to say, this game of Strahd, we've basically walked down the road.
Yep.
Yeah, we've not gone far, have we?
No.
It's good though. Most DMs would kill for a roleplay heavy group.
Yeah. I prefer it at times, as long as there's a bit of combat now and again. I do prefer more roleplay.
You could have just killed Rick Tarvio, and that would have really upset things, wouldn't it?
That would have been hilarious. I think we should kill him now we've got his information.
You reckon?
He's proper horrible. As much as I'm a cleric and I have to sort of be a bit nicer.
I can't decide if he's horrible or whether that's just the way that Craig's sort of default NPC kind of tone is.
Possibly, because there's a lot that don't want to sort of give extra away, is there?
Because all of the characters so far have been a little bit kind of
standoffish.
Yes.
Yeah, but the thing is, that might be how Strahd. I've not played Strahd before. It might be how it's written because they're all in a very shit area, aren't they? Just like plagued by vampires and wolves, and
it could be, yeah.
No one's going to be particularly forthcoming.
But even the ones who want our help are a bit shitty with us, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just call them out on it.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want our help, treat us respect, bitch.
Right. I'll have to get that Forger of Fury sorted out. I've got it loaded up on Roll20, well, more or less loaded up on Roll20.
Don't delete your old one. I need to take my Durzo off it. He was a top character.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed playing it. I've never played a Kobold before.
Yeah, it was good.
It's lucky as well with us siding with the Kobolds and not with the others.
What are you doing for Father's Day then? They all taking you out or something, or?
I don't get to choose that.
That's the thing about things like Father's Day. It's actually a day that you have no say in what you do. The only thing you really want is to be left alone, and it's the only day in the year where you ain't going to get left alone.
Do you know what I actually asked for the other day after seeing, I think it was yours and possibly Ash's post, is that I want some airfix. I've not done airfix for years.
Oh, yeah.
Years and years and years. Oh.
I'm building an aircraft carrier at the moment, the Ark Royal.
Nice. I know my missus' mum is coming up to visit soon. She lives down sort of Midlands way. And she's bringing up some old Meccano sets and stuff.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
I've got loads of models stashed away, half built, and some are finished and some aren't, and whatever.
Just send some away, you know where they go. That reminds me, I need to post some stuff to Lee, actually. I found all my old Lord of the Rings campaign manuals and stuff. From back in the day when it was run by Games Workshop.
Oh, so, yeah. I'd like to use
them anymore.
I'd like to get hold of some of those minis, but they're quite hard to find these days.
I've got a shitload of them if you want some.
Have you?
Yeah. I've got loads and loads of elves. A few rangers, like normal rangers, Dunedain people. And a lot of are they the high elves?
Mm-hmm.
The ones that like defend. I can't remember what it's called. It's that long since I've seen the films.
There's
Helm's
Lorien, there's the woods, isn't there? And then there's Rivendell, which is where Elrond lives.
the ones where they come and defend Helm's Deep, and they like.
They're Wood Elves.
They're Wood Elves from Lorien, aren't they?
Yeah.
Those. I've got quite a few. If I'll dig them out. I'll go in the loft and
I'll
send
buy
you.
them off you. Don't send them away. Tell me how much you want from them and that.
I'm sure you'll have something I need help with or something at some point.
Well, like I say, I've got loads of models.
Send me a model. There you go. Easy.
Planes and stuff. Bits and pieces.
Well, I just sent a message onto the Curse of Strahd Facebook post.
Yeah.
That's currently what I'm working on at the moment.
Where am I? Oh, I've just been messaged.
I've got some unopened American Rangers and Japanese bonsai warriors from the Second World War.
Oh, yeah. I presume you mean like from World War II, not as in from the actual time of the Second World War.
Little 28mm miniatures for wargaming.
That's what I mean. You don't mean like actual miniatures from World War II?
No.
Like that.
No, certainly not. There he is. He's not got a black eye, so.
Yeah. Right. You all ready?
All right.
Yeah.
Not heard Lee yet.
Okay. I'll wait for Lee to get back and then we'll carry on.
Okie dokie. How did your exam go the other day?
Oh, yeah. Bloody hell.
Of all the modules I revised, one of them came up. The other three questions were modules that we either hadn't covered or were ones that I just hadn't revised because they said, oh, well, it's not likely to come up. It's more likely to be these.
Ah.
So I managed to blag one question, answered one quite well, and then the other was a written document that you had to explain about.
Right. So, coming away, how do you feel you did?
I think I may have just scraped a pass.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
All right. I just got back myself.
How you explained to a tutor the disappointment you felt having looked at the exam paper and being nothing like what you were led to believe?
There's no point to the OU.
Oh, okay.
The tutors are a figurehead. They don't actually do anything. Student support is just about basically making sure that you do the work. It's effectively self-driven learning. That's all it is.
Yeah.
What are those pictures?
That's what I'm working on at the moment.
They're ace.
Very nice.
They are.
I just had to speak my way out of a prison sentence, which was ace.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
To do with what we were talking about earlier.
yeah. Well, apparently it caused a disturbance of the peace.
Won't be that bad.
I basically said that he breached his rules and regulations. So, and once I said that, they were like, "Okay, fine, we'll file a complaint for you."
What are you on about?
I had hungry hippos at my door, otherwise known as the arsehole bailiffs. I may have raised my voice.
Breach of the peace doesn't apply unless there's an actual threat of violence.
I thought I heard someone shout Hodor earlier.
Yeah, it was more of a threat of his life if he didn't leave my house, actually.
Don't go headbutting anyone though, will you?
Oh, no, I wasn't going to headbutt him.
I'm growing quite fond of you. I don't have to visit you in prison.
What's the debt for?
My parents.
All still alive.
I don't give a shit. Those on the internet, my parents haven't got control of their council tax. So, unfortunately for Mr. Bailiff, I answered the door.
Council tax is one of the only things you can go. One of the only civil offences you can go to prison for.
Yeah, no.
So be careful.
Well, yeah, but he then threatened action against my mother, and I don't bode nicely to that.
Well,
I'm rather hot-headed when it comes to family.
uh-huh.
Anyway,
Young, drunk and full of spunk is what they say.
those models are looking pretty good.
All right. We all ready?
We are ready.
I'm ready. I have coffee.
I have a feeling we're about to encounter some kind of disturbance.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Okay. As the night progresses on, Lee, you notice that it's been raining. There's a thick fog that you can see, like a mist, outside the windows. You hadn't noticed it before, it's just suddenly appeared quite densely. The more you look at it, the more it seems to be trying to avoid you. So, as the minutes tick over, you notice that it's slowly creeping into the room.
I would like to ready my Warhammer.
Very good.
The rest of us still asleep.
And I would
I
like
presume
to...
passive perception doesn't come into it when you're sleeping.
No. I got passive perception of 13 anyway. I would like to wake the others.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say, like, why are you getting your hammer ready? You know that you're just gonna miss.
It's
By
me.
the time,
Pun
Come on.
intended.
Think about it. Think about it.
I liked that. I got it.
Yes, I got it, but also it's me, not you.
So being a wizard, I've woken up and I can sort of see there's something not quite right, and I'm going to say,
no, you haven't.
show yourself.
No, you're still asleep. As Thurdick is ready in his war axe, the fog slips in and coalesces around your bed, Lenka. It sort of covers you from top to toe in a thick, dense fog, almost to the point that you can't be seen.
I would literally be shouting at the top of my lungs at this point.
As we'll come back to you three in a minute. As you open your eyes, Lenka, you're not where you went to sleep. You can get the feeling that it's not real, but it feels real.
Right.
As you look around you, you can see that you're in a stone building, quite grand, with a fireplace crackling in the corner. There's a chair in front of you with what appears to be somebody sat on it. I've been waiting for you. Come, have a seat.
I'll go and sit down.
As you come around the chair to sit in the one facing the mystery man, you get a distinct feeling that you've seen this face before. As you sort of rack your mind to remember where you've seen this from, it bears a striking resemblance to the statue in the dungeon of the Death House.
Mm-hmm.
I trust you know who I am?
Strahd, I assume.
Yes.
How do you do?
As to be expected in these lands.
I am Lenka.
I know. I know many things.
Mm-hmm.
I know everything in these lands.
Right, so why have you summoned me here then, may I ask?
I know that you travel with a party. You seem to be the most illustrious. You seem to be the one that is prepared to do what needs to be done. I have a proposition for you.
I'm listening.
By now that you know that none may leave.
Say that again, sorry?
I know you know that none may leave my lands.
Well, I've heard that's the party line.
It is indeed. I have a proposition for you. I seek the one that you were travelling with, Irina.
Irina. Yep.
If you bring her to me, or make it so that I can get to her, I will make it that you can leave.
Right. What do you want her for?
She bears a striking resemblance to somebody I once knew. I would wish to be reacquainted.
Ah, you're sentimental.
That's one way of describing it.
Can I do an insight check or a perception check to see if I believe him?
Yes.
What would you prefer?
Insight.
Don't know what I got.
11.
Ooh, lovely.
You believe he's telling the truth, but not the whole truth.
As I suspected. How do I know that I can trust you, Strahd?
You don't, but know that you have no choice.
Oh, I have choice, as you know. We would be, we are strangers, and we'll be working hard on a plan of our own to free ourselves without your help.
And how many do you think have tried before you?
I'm sure some have succeeded.
None have succeeded.
Well,
Ask the Vistani.
well, I've been around a few years, and I've found that history doesn't always reflect the true telling of tales.
This is true.
So, this Irina, how would you want to see her delivered?
I have plans in motion. Make it that she is in the town square. Or better yet, bring her to the church in Valakai. Tomorrow evening.
Right. And you can enter the church and collect her, or?
I can.
Right. And what of my companions and their safety? How are they guaranteed safe passage back home?
As long as they don't get in my way.
Right. Okay, well, if you're quite finished talking to me, I'd like to return to my sleep, please. I've got quite a bit to catch up on.
Think on what I have said. There will be no further options or deals. This is your best chance of escaping.
Right. And just a word of advice for you. Bear in mind that we are hell-bent on returning home one way or another, and you'd do best to stay out of our way.
Not even death will let you escape these lands.
Okay.
And with that, he clicks his fingers, and you don't wake up. You have like a grey, as though you can't sort of wake up before you get the haze of early morning, like you've got a really, really bad case of the flu. You can't move. You can hear the faint shouts of what might be your comrades in the background. And you three, as you are looking at Lenka's bed, there's a cloud over the top of it, which you can just about see the colour through the fog. It seems to be draining what's left of Lenka's colour. What would you like to do?
Carry on snoring.
I would like to make sure the other two get up, even if I have to break someone's shell.
Whoa. I'm old. I need sleep.
Break some shell, turtle dude.
It's missed. I can't hit it without hitting Lenka.
That would be unfortunate.
To be honest, I have a feeling if I was to rage and hit Lenka, I could, because Lenka is laying down. If I was to auto crit, I could kill him.
Quite easily.
I'm a tough old bird, don't worry.
But yeah, I'd be waking everyone saying, look at the mist, I can't do nothing, I just hit stuff.
Stupidly, according to the monster stat block, it doesn't actually have resistance to being hit.
Fog.
Would Thodek know that? Because Thodek would just hit stuff.
You can try and hit it. It does seem quite dense to you.
So does Thodek.
True.
Then yeah, I'd go into a flying rage and smack the shit out of Mist if I can.
All right, roll initiative for me.
Yes, I can.
Who destroyed the bridge?
Wasn't me.
Sorry.
You shall not pass.
Yeah,
Weaver?
Thodek is angry at Mist.
I'm snoozy woozing.
You're sleeping through your friend being killed. Okay.
Well, no. But as far as I got was Lee said, I'm going to try and wake him up.
Yeah, I was going to crack your shell open if you didn't wake up.
Oh, I didn't think you'd actually do that, asshole.
Would.
You are a giant ball. I can hit with quite a big hammer.
In that case, I'm going to wake my ass up and see if I know any sort of religion-y magical means about this mist, if that's okay.
Go for it.
What would you all like?
Initiative.
Do a nature check.
Nature,
Oh,
14. It'd be like, oh, you never let me sleep a full night, you lot. What have you touched? What have you broken?
Nothing. I saw Mist coming in.
It's always misty around here.
as you sort of regain your senses, you realise that this looks very, very familiar to you. Well, from experience with books, more so than actual seeing it in person. It looks like what would be described as a vampiric mist. I've heard stories that when a vampire dies but can't quite escape, its soul is trapped. They coalesce into a mist and a fog. And that's what this looks like.
It's all the garlic they eat.
I will throw my initiative in. Where am I? There. Woo! Oh, I got a beat.
All right. Thodek, you're first.
Bonus action, rage. Wow, that's a long list.
Holy moly.
I will cut that down for next time. And tick down my rage because I haven't had a long rest yet.
They like to add words. It increases the page count of the books.
Yeah. And then, I would like to shift here. And I'm guessing this is the mist.
Yes.
I would like to Warhammer the mist.
Please don't miss.
I missed.
That misses.
Oh dear.
Although, as you sort of miss, you get the feeling that it is actually something that you could possibly hit. It's not what you'd expect where you just go straight through and hit the floor. There is a bit of resistance there.
That builds the rage even more, but I can't do anything else.
That mist is so strong you can taste it.
Taste the vampire. Weaver?
Snort the vampire.
I don't want to use it off my sheet, but I'm going to get up, move across to sort of get under my weight and sort of throw my holy water at it.
Sure, it's not a teenager with a vape.
Okay.
Yeah, fucking cloud of lies.
What was the holy water? It was 2d6.
Yeah.
Oh, is it 2d6, is it?
Yeah.
Holy water.
The water of holiness. Oh, that's good. That's a good roll.
Yeah, it's 2d6 radiant.
Is that a bonus action or is that an action, Holy Water?
It's technically a ranged weapon, so it's an action.
Yeah.
Cool.
You throw the little vial of holy water on the floor and it explodes and splashes up water. It sort of clears some of the mist away, but what's left just condenses down onto Lenka.
Quick, bless Lenka.
Wearing a white t-shirt.
Yeah.
White robes. As you're all doing this,
Oh, that's 11, not 10. I don't know why I've got 2d6 plus 1 for some reason, it says.
No, it says 2d6.
Yeah, it says 2d6 for me as well.
Yeah, 6 plus 4.
I don't know. On my character sheet it says 2d6 plus 1.
Didn't roll a plus 1.
Yeah, it didn't roll off your sheet, so.
Oh, that was... Okay. Oh, no, that's the...
I'll do
That's
it
the
as a plus one
actual
anyway.
thing.
That's just the attack roll thing, I think.
Yeah.
Right, sorted anyway.
Yep.
Lenka.
Hello.
Right. Roll a constitution save for me.
Oh, good golly gosh.
My rage can't help you right now.
Constitution saving throw coming up. Bada bing.
Oh, that's
dear.
bad.
Oh, you
That's
take
gonna
10
hurt.
points of necrotic damage.
Oh,
How much? 10?
Yep.
Goodness me. What you are?
And your hit point maximum is also reduced by the amount equal to the necrotic damage taken.
Gosh.
that's harsh.
Vampires, man. They're assholes.
Wow.
Vampires suck.
And I also regain 10 hit
Hey.
points.
I like how Steve's the only one who actually acknowledges my really bad puns.
That's because I use the same sort of things.
I'm trying to calculate how I'm going to kill a mist.
I'm too busy dying.
Ina, you're up.
Well, judging by my initiative, I'm assuming that I'm still half asleep, so I'm pretty much just going to wake up and I'm going to do
Sneak attack. Good idea.
that. Well, okay. I don't actually need to do that.
Wow.
Mm.
You see
Yeah.
a 5-foot raging dwarf.
Oh, wait, no, wrong one. Sorry, that one.
Right.
If that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. You can do that.
Perception.
Draw my sword.
What are you looking for?
If there's any particular obvious ways on how we can beat, or what it is exactly on how we can beat it.
You're looking for vulnerabilities and immunities and so forth, are you?
Yeah.
Would have been your first one then. Insight with fighting.
Yeah.
Well, they both make.
Second one's more about creatures that are hidden, and
Oh yeah, true.
first one's more about the one you're fighting.
Yeah.
It's weak.
I like the first line. You gain the ability to decipher an opponent's tactics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, you can discern that the goal of this mist is to drain Lenka of her life force. You can see that when it sort of coalesces around her, it sucks her life force out, and the mist seems to grow more.
Okay.
More than that, you can't really gain, as it's a cloud. There's not a lot can be gained from a cloud. I'm trying.
A Nimbus or a Stratos.
It's a cumulatus.
That explains its
Nimbus.
It's nature.
It's a cloud.
Well, seeing as that was a bonus action, then I'll have a very groggy swing with my sword as well. Then
With a sneak attack, presumably, because you got advantage because someone else is in melee contact.
Wait, you have a silvered sword?
apparently,
Yes.
I do. Yeah. And
I love it. Apparently, yes.
That hits.
Hurrah!
Nice. That would be 20.
I want to silver my Warhammer if I could ever afford it.
when
You
did
got
I
it from
get
the Death House.
You're so gangster.
Okay.
It was one of the loot crates in the last part of the dungeon.
Okay. I knew that I did legitimately get one. I just couldn't remember.
Oh, yeah, I remember now. I was actually there for that.
Legitimate is a strong word. You stole it.
I am a rogue.
Where did it come from?
Death House.
The dungeon at the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
As you sort of take this swipe at the mist, it's a large chunk of it sort of just evaporates into thin air. But what's left of it sort of constricts around Lenka. You can see that the breathing is getting shallower and shallower.
That explains the last few days.
Thodek, you're up.
Unfortunately, I'm a one-trick pony at the moment. Would I, Mr. DM, could I drop my shield and pull a hand axe?
Yes, you can drop your shield and grab another weapon.
Yeah. So my armor class would drop to 16, but I would have an offhand and a normal hand attack.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
You just can't pick a weapon up.
Yeah.
You can't pick your shield back up, basically.
Yeah, I don't really care about that. I would greatly take the -2 to AC right now. I really want to smash this mist.
Just don't miss.
Yeah, I really don't want to miss.
Ooh, that was lucky.
Hurrah!
A critical would have hurt Lenka a lot.
I'm so glad I don't have disadvantage. So damage would be 7
Very good.
with my Warhammer, and because I don't have 2-weapon fighting, this is -3 if it hits. That probably doesn't hit.
No.
You could even say you missed.
Oh.
I will slowly golf clap you.
Weaver?
I would say that I see what you did there, but it's too foggy.
Hey.
I'd like to take.
I can see clearly now the vampire's gone.
Can I take 2d10?
With me having my sort of background, would I be able to do any sort of prayer or mini exorcism style thing to try and drag this mist out of Lenka?
It's not really in her. It's not trying to possess her as such. It's just on her.
Keep your religion to yourself, man.
Oh, you know what?
Don't push it on anybody. That's rude.
Given its current hit points, a good strong attack would probably be more beneficial than praying.
Yeah.
I was actually going to see if I could wake Lenka.
No.
No. Okay. I'll
I tried that with the axe.
Take your Bible and jog on.
Whoa. That was well unnecessary.
Well, man. No offense to anyone watching in Utah.
I'm going to
Why specifically Utah?
That's where all that's the Bible Belt, isn't it? I believe.
No, that's not specifically Utah.
Yeah, all Salt Lake City and all that stuff. Google it. They all got sent out there for being mad.
Oh, so
Okay.
that's the 5 damage then, if it's been damaged.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's wisdom throw.
Alright. It fails just. So is that 5 points of damage?
Yes.
Do you mean you
There's
failed the wisdom?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 points of damage.
There is literally almost none of this mist left. What's left is sort of cased around her Lenka's face now.
Just don't tell Thodek that, because Thodek will aim for the face.
Yeah.
You can see it quite clearly.
So much for beauty sleep.
Oh well, I think it's an improvement.
Can I also use healing word?
Is it a bonus action?
Yes.
Then yes.
I would like to. I don't know. I might heal the thing though.
You can't heal me anyway because I've taken a maximum hit point knock as well, haven't I?
So technically, it's a hit point maximum.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you'd had a bit more sucked off since then.
No, I was about to get that again.
In that case, I think that is all I can do.
Ollie, another Constitution save, please.
It would be my pleasure.
What? No.
No.
Rewind time.
Not one.
Here we go. Incoming. Hurrah.
Nice.
No.
Ash hides his head in shame.
I say, is he passed out? Are you okay?
No, I'm here. It does nothing then. You can feel it sort of try and suck the last bit of life out of you, but it doesn't manage to succeed. Whether there's not enough left, you
I
don't
have
know.
a strong soul.
You have no soul.
I've got no soul, boy.
We play D&D. Technically, we're Satanists.
I'm a drow that's almost a droider, so I'm really not a nice person.
Either Europe.
Okay. I'm gonna just try and swing again.
You can do it.
With your sneak attack, did you say?
Take the first one because it was lagging.
Okay.
Technically, you rolled 10 twice. So
don't you have 2 weapons?
Yeah, I am a rogue, but I mean, I need to do the other one still. I only have what? Yeah.
You can still attack offhand if you've got 2 swords.
I don't have 2 swords.
You have a dagger you can grab.
I don't have a dagger. I have a hand axe.
You're a shit rogue, aren't you?
I
am. Hand axe is a light weapon as well, so you could actually
you could use that. And if that hits as well, you can still get your sneak attack.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Don't get your +2 though.
Yeah.
It doesn't, but still.
It was a good try.
It wasn't Theodek's hand axe by chance, was it?
No, I've always had this one.
Oh. Good effort. Could do worse. Could do better.
Warhammer first.
Must try harder.
Well, I will try to not hit Lenka's face, but just the mist.
Please do.
There's a 14 hit.
I've got 32 teeth. I'd like them all.
It hits something.
There's now a red mist on the
Roll your damage.
6.
Lenka, as Thodek swings this whacking great big warhammer down, it literally stops just on your nose as you open your eyes.
But say you wax him a top lip in the morning.
As you swing this down and literally just manage to stop it on Lenka's nose, the mist disappears. Lenka, the last thing you hear is, "Consider my offer carefully."
Okay. So I'm now conscious back in the room, am I?
Yes.
Oh,
With whatever your hit points are, you feel a bit rough.
Oh, right. Why are you all awake looking at me?
Well, there was some mist. I tried to wake you. You nearly died, and I'm sorry about the warhammer.
You missed all the action.
I missed all the action. I see. I did have the strangest dream while I was asleep.
Pray do tell.
Well, I dislike you, but I dislike him even more. So, with that, she divulges the entirety of the conversation that she had.
Okay.
And
basically, Strahd wants you to deliver Irina to the church in Balakai tomorrow evening.
I am going to pipe up and ask why we don't actually take him up on that offer.
well, I'm not completely against it, if I'm honest. There is a part of me that wonders what would happen if we delivered her.
Because at the end of the day, like, I have no sentiment towards Irina.
It means nothing to me.
The only reason why the only reason why we were helping her to begin with was to escape. So if we have a different reason, a different way to escape.
Well,
Naught to murder hobos in one session.
My only concern is that if we give her to him and she somehow makes him stronger, what's going to stop him from just killing us as well?
Well, I can see both sides of the argument. She's no longer our charge, so I no longer have to care for her. But I really dislike this Strahd character.
Weaver would just like slam his quarterstaff down and say, so you think it's right that just because she looks like someone, she should be forced to be in the company of this man, and God knows what happens to her.
Yes, they do it in Pakistan.
We are in Barovia, not Pakistan.
They do it in Barovia.
They do it in Barovia.
You drow are all the same.
Whoa, that's a bit racist.
Yeah, you can't go that far, mate.
Weaver, what are your views? How would you go about this?
Strahd's been nothing but trouble for us and trouble for everyone in these lands, and I say we cleanse them of him.
Well, this girl's already in the church, so we don't actually have to do anything. In fact, by doing nothing, we complete our part of the bargain.
Do you not think if Strahd could have sent us home, he would leave here?
Perhaps he doesn't want to leave here.
Technically, he is the ruler of this place, isn't he?
I mean, he's obviously not as strong as he makes out. Otherwise, he would have taken her a long time ago.
Back in the village, yeah. Barovia.
It's not just that. I think he's fearful of us. He knows we're getting there.
And I don't buy into this no one's ever escaped before business.
He's also scared of these ravens. I don't know what that's about.
I do not think it's right.
I am open to the idea, I have to be honest.
Do you know what else isn't right? Left.
Do you know what? You actually get the golf clap for that.
So you're saying ignorance is bliss in this occasion?
Well, we don't actually have to do anything, do we?
You could have kept the plan to yourself and I would have been more than happy.
One thing that does bother me, though, is these bones that we were set out to find, we still haven't found.
Did I actually get a chance to create my little effigy? I mean, I think the mist came in while Thodek was still on watch, so...
No, you didn't.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, you did.
We could just go to the Burgomaster's house tomorrow and forget all about the offer and just see what happens.
Yes, but there's something about these bones that bothers me. He says that he can reach into the church. We either said a little while ago, vampires don't like holy grounds, which bothers me about this church.
Yes.
Well, without the bones, is it really classed as holy ground?
That's why I'm so thought about these bones.
You remember the priest telling you that without the bones, there's no protection.
Thodek would remember that.
All of you would remember that.
We always...
I don't remember that personally, but Thodek would remember that.
I don't think we're strong enough to spring a trap just yet, though, are we?
No, but I would like to...
Suppose we let an innocent girl die.
I'm no holy man, by any means, but if a church is no longer holy because it's missing the consecrated bones, then I think that's our first mission.
Well, that's not even on the list, is it?
You may not be holy men, but over these past few days I have come to count you all as my friends and to respect that this is wrong in all levels.
And you say as well, leaving one woman to her fate. I mean, there's 4 of us. Surely it's for the greater good.
Mm. The life of one to save the life of many.
But he does say death doesn't release anybody.
All we need to do is tell her to move along. That is it. That is all I ask before we continue.
I doubt she'll leave anyway because she was quite keen to be in the church.
I'm happy with Weaver's answer, but I do believe the bones is somewhere we could possibly find answers.
What time is it right now?
20 to 11.
Yeah.
Oh. No, I meant in this.
It's 20 to 11.
just about starting to get light outside.
So it would be this evening that we'd have to take her to the church.
No, tomorrow evening.
Oh, so we have a day.
Yes, you've got a whole day.
I propose that we temporarily go with your earlier plan and see what comes of today's journeying or musings, and we talk about this again tonight.
What, we go to the Burgermeisters and get the book?
Yes.
Before we look for this book, would it not be best to find these bones? Did anyone else see any more bones? Because we only found the bones in that one room.
Yeah, I don't want to go back to a house and search for bones.
I particularly don't want to either.
Can I just look very shifty?
You're very quiet over there, Ina.
I think it would probably be a good idea to get the priest to check the bones.
But I don't know if it's Ina being quiet or if it's Craig being Craig.
I just you as you look over to me, I'm basically just holding my bag, and you can see the tiny little bit of like a femur poking out at the top of my bag. Like slowly push it back in.
Weaver, I believe there are some bones to be inspected on young Ina. Not her personal self, that would be wrong.
Please bring them to me. I've been rudely awakened now, so...
I was going to smash his shell if he didn't wake up.
Would that be a nature again, or investigation, or what was it?
Yeah, I was debating religion. Go for religion. Whichever one's higher, religion or perception.
Let's go. Wait.
What sort of a cleric are you?
Ones that roll nat ones, obviously.
Well, no, I've got advantage because you all want to know the answer.
Well presented.
Lanker, if you want to help him, then you could give him advantage.
Oh, fuck him, he's useless. Yes. I'll massage his shoulders and help him concentrate.
He doesn't have any shoulders, does he?
He has sides of a shell, I guess.
Yeah.
The first few bones that you pick up, you don't really seem to get much of the vibe from. But as you reach in and pull out the skull, you get the faint tinge of something very, very old.
Oh my god. I hope I'm not touching it.
To be or not to be?
I would...
Silence!
I kill you!
I was...
I bless you.
Something very old.
I would relay this information to the group and then suggest that we carry on with the sort of Burgermeister's job and potentially do set some sort of trap as he doesn't know we have these bones.
I feel violated.
The following day.
Weaver.
The bones that you pick up the skull, particularly, you get the faint hint of almost like an image of a sunrise.
Weaver, you say these bones are special.
Yes.
Can we not return these and then visit the Burgermeister?
We can, but I would rather them not have a chance to go missing again.
Can you not consecrate the grounds and not even the priest will know?
Can we not get the thief to hide them in the church?
This is what I was about to say. With the help of Weaver, we could create it a holy place again, surely. Are you that type of cleric, Weaver?
I am. I am also with the Morning Lord.
To be fair, Strahd didn't say anything about making sure there were no bones in the church. He just said make sure the girl's there. So technically, we're not breaking our promise.
That is a very smart observation.
Young Lanka, I like the way you started to come around. I say we do this.
And no one understands this, but Dodek will just hand Lenka a gold piece.
Would I not understand it if I'm a dwarf?
No, this is just a friendly handoff.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure you weren't doing
He's paying for last night's services.
No, I just got in the back pocket. That's the difference.
I think we should pop to the church and get Ina to stash the bones somewhere.
Can we not? Can Weaver and can Weaver not do the bones? I'm feeling rather tired.
Well, I was planning on returning the other bones there anyway, so I could sort of two birds with one stone, jobby.
All this pent-up aggression I've got out recently is really taking a toll on my stamina.
Very well. You have your plan. What we will do is we'll leave it here for now. For the next session, you'll try and return the bones to the church in broad daylight.
We'll look it off.
Yeah, but I've got plenty of other bones to just do a normal burial with. That's my sort of ruse.
Okay. You're also going to try and visit the Burgermeister's house?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. Okay.
Why is there a map of the roof?
Because there's a little cubby.
There's a little terracey sort of bit.
Stop being nosy. You haven't got there yet.
Oh, we can get there.
Yes, you can. It's for me to know and you not to know.
I see.
All right.
You've not left anything on the wrong layer. Don't panic.
I know I haven't got to that bit yet. I haven't scrolled up.
Even the DM doesn't know.
No, I do know. I just haven't got to that bit yet. You're nowhere near it.
Oh, okay.
Well, I would say it's just sort of 10 feet above us, you know.
Yeah, I think we're quite near, really.
The roof is above that room and that room.
And to get to it, you got to go through the kitchens by this plan.
Uh-huh.
Actually, can't even get to it.
Why does it move my bridge?
So there are no stairs to it. I assume it's where the hippogriffs pick us up for our return flight home.
Uh-huh. Yeah.